This brand called Cocunat did over $100 million in lifetime revenue and is one of the most famous direct-to-consumer brands in complete Spain. So all of the girls know this brand. And we've been working together with this brand for over half a year now and have been consistently optimizing all of the important pages. And in this video, I want to completely break down their paid acquisition funnel from the creatives to the landing page to the checkout process and the emails that they're sending out afterwards. So you can implement this too, right? I want to break down what works, how we build this funnel, how we build the front end offer, so you can apply this to your brand too. And I also want to show that you don't have to overcomplicate stuff, right? You can see that this is pretty simple. We have the ad, then we push it to the landing page, then through the checkout process, and then we send out these emails afterwards. So let's get started, shall we? What you can see here is that are focused on one of their best-selling products, which is this bundle of the Perfect Curls pack. Right, this is the bundle of 3 different products basically, which is selling for almost $55. Now let's get started with the creatives. I've conducted them here so we can break them down together, right? So basically the copywriting is pretty simple. It's the same one on all of these 3, right, which you can see. So let's break it down. Now is the right time to start the curly method. In just 10 minutes, you will get flexible curls with movement thanks to our 100% natural formula. So you can see that already in this small text, they break down the value proposition, right? So they have a great hook, which is in just 10 minutes, you will get flexible curls with movement thanks to our 100% natural formula. This is the complete value proposition. What I mean with value proposition in one sentence is that you don't need any more information to understand the product and the offer and what it does for you. So this is what you need to do on top of your website and also in the creatives and in the hook, so that it's super simple for your prospect to understand the value of your product and your offer. And then here they call out the pain point, right? No more frizz, no more dryness, no more undefined curls. So they also talk about the pain point and talk about the prospect's current situation. In just 3 steps, you will get these benefits, right? Here we have the bridge from the pain point, bridge, and then here we have the desired situation. And what you can see here in the copywriting is it's super well from the consumer psychology, because here we have the hook and we have the value proposition in one sentence, which gets them to stop and which gets them to actually read it. Then we call out their current situation, right, with all of the pain points that they have. And then we bridge, and then we introduce the solution, and then we talk about the benefits, right? This is pretty similar to how people are doing sales, right? We talk about the pain points first, then we bridge, and then we close the gap with our offer, and we talk about their desired situation. So desired situation: frizz-free, hydrated and nourished curls with hair serum, defined and loose curls with the booster, winner of the Beauty Shortlist Awards. Here we already give them a bit of proof that we can actually deliver on the value proposition, and then flexible curls with movement and medium hold with the curl spray, right? And then here, let's have a look at the creative together. So this is the first creative, and we're also going to have a look at the other creatives. So what you can also see with these first 2 creatives before we have a look at the third one is that they use a lot of UGC, right? They use a lot of UGC. They just had like 1 or 2 premium shots from studio, but most of the creative was UGC. It's pretty straightforward in terms of talking about the product benefits, the ease of use, and also the guaranteed results from day one, right? So it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't have a lot of fluff. It doesn't have a lot of whatever, right? It's pretty straightforward. And then it's also pretty short, right? This one was 20 seconds. This one was 25 seconds. So let's have a look at the last one. Here you can see they have pretty much the same shots from this one, right? Just with a different call out, which is more premium. And what you can also see is that they don't even have somebody talking about this. It just is kind of like rock and roll music where they talk about the benefits. And what you can also see by clicking through this is that they are targeting different customer avatars, right? You can see that they're using 6 to 7 different models here in these videos with different ages, with different hair structure, different hair color, different hair length, right? Just so in these 20 seconds, they can kind of target all of the big customer types that they have and the big customer avatars, right? Because if they would, for example, only use this one model from the beginning, it will only talk to the audience that is in the same age and the same looks and everything. But for example, this is a completely different audience from, for example, this girl, right? They look completely different. So if they would only show this model in the video, then they would completely miss this one, right? So this is also a really important point, that you always have to be aware of who am I selling the product to, what do they look like, what are the demographics, what are the age, gender, what are their hobbies, where do they live, how do they live, how does their apartment look and everything. All of these like subtle preferences, right, from your prospects, from your target audience, so that they can really resonate with the creatives they see, and they can also resonate with the model, right? That is super, super important, that you have your biggest customer avatars in mind. So these are the creatives that they're using, right? Obviously they have a couple of more creatives, but just so you get the point in terms of how they've structured it. And also to, again, get the point across, it's pretty simple, right? 20 to 25 second creative talking about the value proposition, about the benefits, about the nature ingredients, showing 6 to 7 different models, right? Mostly UGC and just some premium shots in between. And then at the end, they have a call to action. And again, super simple, but this is $100 million brand, right? So you don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't need to have 10-minute videos. You can also make it pretty straightforward like they're doing it. So let's get back to how we have structured the landing page. So we've just broken down the creatives, right? And what you can see that all of these creatives, first of all, they had the same text and the same hook and the same copywriting and everything. Then the creatives were a little bit different, and the call to action and everything is all the same. And now they all push to this landing page. So let's have a look at this landing page together. So what you can see here, right? I'm gonna just quickly scroll through it so you can get a look and feel for the whole landing page. And you can also see that it's not too long. Actually, it doesn't have too many sections, right? It has what you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections, right? So it's pretty short. So let's break it down so you can get an understanding of the consumer psychology and also why we do what we do here. So first of all, it starts with this countdown timer, right? Limited time, 30% off. It ends in 5 minutes, 20 seconds. This is a great opener for the whole landing page because it creates urgency for the prospect to take action, right? Remember, they saw the creative, they saw the value proposition, the benefits and everything. And now they are interested, they have the awareness around the product, and now we want them to take an action, right? And this is why we have this countdown timer here, so that we get them to not only wanting to explore the product, but actually take an action. So what happens if you have the countdown timer is that they think, oh, if I really want to get this 30% off, I'm interested in the product, then I have to take an action now, right? I cannot think about for an hour or a day or 2 days. I have to take an action now. Now, secondly, what we have there is that we have the model, right, with the happy face. I talk about this in all of the videos on my channel. You want to display your customers with a happy emotion, right, that they are smiling, because as you know, the prospects, I mean, we all as humans, we have these mirroring neurons in our brains. So as soon as we see another human being with a certain emotion on their face, we feel this emotion, right? Our brain reproduces the same state. So if this girl is happily smiling or has this cheeky smile, we also feel this way, right? And now she is posing with these 3 products, so which we've already seen in the creatives, right? So we have, again, we have the congruency from the creative in terms of the model, because this is one of the models from the creative. Then we have the congruency in the imagery, right, and the color scheme and everything. And then also in the value proposition, because here we talk about the curly method, perfect curls. And then here we have don't dream of perfect curls, get them, right? So what we do is we show the desired state of the prospects in this image here, right? The beautiful girl with beautiful curls, right? And then stop dreaming of perfect curls, get them. This again is a great call to action. So here we have a really subtle countdown timer, which is already giving them the urgency that they have to take an action. And here we actually talk about them taking an action, right? Stop dreaming, do something about it. And you may be familiar with this style of copywriting too from info products, right? Or coachings where they tell you, hey, stop dreaming. You need to take an action. You need to start doing this today if you want a better life, right? Then what you can see here too is that we have different product benefits, right? Cruelty-free, patented formulas, sustainable packaging and everything going through the screen. And we also have this call to action, right? Let me get back. We have this floating call to action. So we have all of the important elements in this above default section. Now, if we scroll down, we can see the product image here of the bundle that we are going to buy, right? Here with the 30% off badge, 3 steps, 1 goal, perfect curls badge. And here then we have the pricing, right? 54.35. We have the old price cut through, and then we also have you are saving 23 euros. Right? And then we have over 3,000 5-star reviews. So we give them a lot of trust, right? There are thousands of other people who have already bought this product and who love it. And then here we have, you can get it home in 1 to 2 days. So super fast shipping. Now, what we have here is we talk about the product benefits, right? What I see a lot of people doing wrong in this section is they talk about the product features, right? Something like this bundle has 3 products. These products, this one is 150 millimeters, this one is 100, this one is a 50. These are, I don't know, right? They just talk about the product features, about what the product is, but not about what the product does for the prospect or the customer. And that's what we always want to do in the product description. So here we say, specific pack to keep your curls loose, beautiful, full of life and movement, no clumping of frizz, deeply moisturized and nourishes, perfect for keeping your hair curly and frizzy. And then again, we have the call to action. And then directly under this first section, we have a lot of social proof, right? With before and afters, as you know, for beauty, health, wellness, before and afters work amazing. So what you can see, guaranteed results. Over 1 million women are in love with their curls. We have the most effective formula to keep your hair curly and perfect. And then you can see this before and after. And what you can also see here is we're playing with different customer avatar than here, right? And then what we have is another section, which is basically again breaking, which is talking about the pain point, right? About the current situation that they are in. Damaged curls, right? A question so that we can get them thinking. Save your curls before they look like this. And then we have 3 different pictures of their current situation, right? Where they want to get away from. So again, we show them the pain. And then we have a section that breaks down how do we do it. And this is always important that you not only talk about the desired situation, break down the product, but you also explain how the product works, right? Because the market sophistication in the beauty segment is really, really far. Right? Girls especially, they are experts in this field, right? They know exactly all of the ingredients and all that stuff. So, which is why you have to break down the product. So here we break down the 3 different products in the offer, in the bundle, from the booster, the moisturizer, and the argan serum, so that they can understand why this specific bundle helps them, right? And then again, we have a call to action. So you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections already that we discussed, and now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So next one, incredible results. Here again, we talk about the product benefits, and what you can see is that here the product benefits are pretty similar to what we have here in the image, right? We don't need to completely redesign this again or come up with different copywriting. Sometimes we just have to tell them the same thing in different ways, right? With different designs, different wordings, different copywriting or different sections. Because what happens sometimes from the prospect is they look through this and then they just scroll through it, right? And then they just see these big words. And when we want to get certain benefits across a certain value propositions, we need to make sure that they see it. So sometimes we have multiple sections just talking about the same benefit, right? I'm gonna show this in a second on the homepage too. So I just quickly wanted to show this on the homepage, right? That we sometimes have multiple sections to get across the same benefit or the same value proposition, right? For people that skim through this. So here, for example, here again, we have the same value proposition, same benefits. And then I'm gonna just scroll through this so you can see it. So for example, we have multiple sections talking about happy customers, right? We have this section here with happy customers and the reviews. That's the first one. Then we have this one, right? Another sections to talk about happy customers, showing testimonials. Then again, here we show happy customers, right? Then we have the offer. Then we have the breakdown of how it works. And then again, we show happy customers, right? So we have 2 times, and then here we show more happy customers. And then at the bottom we show influencers, right? So we have 5 sections basically doing the same stuff, right? Creating trust and creating social proof. And you can see that this section here, right, is exactly similar to this section, just in a different design, right? So that it looks new for the prospect, but basically gets the same point across. So this is sometimes what you want to do on the landing page, that you want to get the same point across, right? But you need to do different designs because some people would just skim through it, right? So let's continue with this. Afterwards, we have curly hair, perfect curls. Do you know the difference? No coconut and with coconut. This is basically what happens if you don't use the product and then when you use a product. So just another section to talk about their current situation, what they're struggling with, all of the pain points listed here, and then here the desired situation, all of what they want their hair to be, right? This is also a really great section, also used across a lot of different spaces where they talk about this is what happens if you don't use the product and this is what happens if you use the product, right? So this is the perfect comparison. Then below that, we have customer reviews, right? I've talked about this numerous times. This is to build trust, to give them social proof, and to show them that other people are in love with the product. And then what you can do in the customer reviews is that you handle certain objections, right? Leaves my curls super natural, doesn't damage the hair, it's perfect. Amazing curls. My hair looks amazing, right? Wonderful. It takes care of the hair and leaves it with a natural defined curl with little effort. So here it targets the biggest customer objections, right before they buy it. And then the last section that we have, you don't like it, no problem. So if they scroll down to the bottom and they still have certain anxiety or certain questions, we just give them this section, right? We have this on all of the landing pages where we give them a money back guarantee, or we show them how easy it is to try the product or send it back if they don't like it, right? And here we also break it down. You get the order in 1 to 3 days, 14 days, free shipping, hassle-free return, and we refund the complete amount, right? So this is the complete landing page breakdown. Then what happens if you click on the buy now, we push it directly to checkout, what you can see here. And then basically what happens is that, we have, this is in German now because this is based on my location, but we have a couple of upsells here, right? So we can increase the average order value from $58 to something like $70, $80, $90, right? And then, this is the Shopify checkout, as everybody is familiar with. So I'm gonna just go and show you the screenshots. Basically, you went through the checkout here with the upsell, bought the product, and now after I've bought the product, they obviously send you the shipping confirmation, and now they also send you this confirmation, more like a welcome mail, right? Because we want to keep them with the brand, right? We don't want them to buy once or twice. We want to turn them into a fan, into a loyal customer. So we have this really nice designed email that greets us and that welcomes us into the Cocunat family, right? Where we can get a discount code for the next time and where they invite us to join the community of Cocunat and become a brand ambassador, right? So again, you can see it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We've broken down the different creatives. We've broken down the landing page. Checkout process is the basic one that you know from Shopify. We've just included some upsells here and then some testimonials down here to increase the trust. And then you can see the emails that have been used. So what I wanted to do with this video is break down the full paid acquisition funnel for one of their best-selling offers, right? And then we have the same acquisition funnel for the other offers, right? So they have numerous products. I can show you the page too. They've numerous products for body, hair, face, and everything, right? So the acquisition funnel for the bundle offers, for the cold friendly offers, always looks like this. Just one straightforward sales page, really basic creatives that get the most important points across, and then straight to checkout, and that's it. So I hope you like this video. Let me know if you want me to break down another brand or one of our clients' brands. I am just doing this series so you can get a good understanding of how you should build your creatives, how you should build the complete funnel, because it's really important that you improve every single touch point across the journey. Everything is congruent, everything makes sense, because then you're going to get the most of the traffic that you're buying to buy, and then again become purchase customers. So let me know your opinion in the comment down below, and see you in one of the next videos.